Hello, everybody. I look like a mess. I didn't really fix my hair today. Okay. Welcome to the show. I'm adding people as they come into the room. Today we're going to do oracle cards. We're doing the postcards from Spirit. My favorite oracles, along with individual readings. Of course, anybody that does donations could be a priority reading ahead. I'm so sorry, Tammy. I talked to you this morning. I thought I got you on the list, but I must have clicked past you. And when I scrolled up and was starring everybody yesterday, so I got you at the end yesterday. But you are the first one in the room today, followed by Viviana and Tony. And if it's like last weekend, it's slow in the room. Well, I'll do bigger readings. It was nice. It had a very small room last week, and I did 5 card spreads for everybody, and then I did double lines of 5 for questions and donations. So it was fun, along with postcards. And I know it's sort of nice to be able to ease back. Brenda and Ann weren't on today. I guess she sent me a message after the show yesterday and said, "Oh, we're not going to be on." And I'm like, "Oh, had I known that, I would have, came on during their time slot." But I just pushed it in between the two. So that's okay. So we may get a full room or not. It depends. I know a lot of people that are in that view Brenda and also watch my channel on a regular basis. So we'll see how the room fills up. Dean may or may not join us today. He's doing lesson plans right now. As you all know, he is a teacher, so he has a pretty busy schedule. And he usually works on lessons plans in the morning, but he had several things to do this morning. So his day is running a little behind. I think he's going grocery shopping too, which he usually does on Saturdays that he didn't do yesterday. So, but yeah, that's life. I'm doing good. Health is good. Sleeping good. Blood sugars are restabilizing. I was watching a little YouTube this morning, trying to not soak up any too many of the cray politics. Hello, Scorpio Mama. Welcome to the show. I will add you to the list. If you want to submit a question, it's a $5 donation. You can send it to my PayPal or my ZELLE account. That email address attached to my ZELLE is on the posted at the top of the screen along with my PayPal account. Any donations are very welcome. If you do send a donation to my ZELLE, just let me know, because my ZELLE doesn't always notify me when the money hits the account until the transaction is completed through the bank, which can be a little bit delay time depending on who you bank with, and the fact that it is a Sunday. So not all banking transactions process through, depending on how the banking system that you bank with does their reconciliations over the weekend. Yeah, I worked with a lot of account. I didn't work in a bank, but I worked in a industry where we did a lot of payment processing, and especially on the weekends when we just system shut down, reconciliation, all kinds of accounting functions happen on the weekend when the system's down and it's not being used by staff. Of course, I've been retired for over 10 years, so things run differently now than they did 10 years ago, because technology has boomed in the last 10 years. I'm going to start off the show with, of course, my reading of the collective. My collective readings can be politically based, but I'm not focusing on a political question. It's more of how is the collective feeling towards what's going on currently here in the U.S. Sometimes politics will show up in it. Sometimes it'll just be the temperature of where we're feeling in finances and house life and that type of thing. So I like to read it from the perspective of the collective rather than perspective of the politician, because we've all had too much of that politics. So let's see. I think I will. I think I'll do a 5-on-5 with underlying cards. It ends up being the same amount of cards as a Celtic. I'll go first row. The first 5 cards will be where we are in the now and what we're looking towards for the week ahead. I only read my cards right side up. My guides tell me if the card's supposed to be read in the tone of the reverse. My cards are mixed up in my deck, so I'm uprighting them because it's easier for me to concentrate on the cards that way. The underlying card of the reading, temperature of this reading, is the Empress. We're pregnant with new ideas. I think this is telling me that watching what's going on in the world right now and the decline of our president, the clear decline of our president, the rhetoric that's going on with CK's assassination and the temperatures and the misinformation, the propaganda around that. I picked up on something. I didn't listen to the full program, that somebody said that they're trying to temper the Trumpian base and get them riled up for civil conflict. I hope not. Of course, us Democrats are not violent people. We are people that unite arm to arm and stand in our truths. And I recommend you, even if you own firearms and stuff like that, and there are people like that, go inside, lock your doors, don't engage, don't get involved. If you're attending a protest or something like that and you see somebody like that around, stay with your group, get out of the area, vacate. Like I said, don't engage, call, point to the police, hey, he's over here, somebody with a gun, whatever, somebody going nuts, and get out of the area. Just keep safe. But we're looking at change, positive, new growth, new birth, renewing as things transpire here. We are the magician. We have to put this out of fruition, what we want to see our world to be. Manifest this, see how you want the United States to be running in a positive way, in a collective, united, not divided. I think that's very important. We get the 10 of Swords. This is usually an obstacle card, but she's walking away in this card. She's getting the message and she's walking away from the rhetoric, rather than allowing it to be an obstacle in a way. And of course, this is a new beginning. So, take that leap of faith. Of course, keep your faith that things are going to be good and going to be better. Hey, Marby, let me add you to the list. And that's where we're going on there. I'm doing a reading for the collective, Marby. So as we move on, we get the 8 of Cups. We're ready to walk away from politics as it is now in the trend we're going. Honestly, what I've been getting as a hit is I'm feeling like by the end of September, beginning mid-October, he is going to be leaving office. I'm not seeing a death, but I am seeing that he is going to progressively decline with all the pressure he's under with everything going on, all the problems and chaos he's created throughout his life is coming back to bite him. And I don't have to name names or subjects, but you know what I'm talking about. That's not going away. And he's under a lot of pressure dealing with trying to cover that up on top of his health problems. If you've noticed that he's only coming out pretty early in the morning when he does do his public speaking, he doesn't stay there. And then he sort of disappears and he doesn't do 2, 3, 4 conferences at a time. I know there is a trip planned in the UK that he's supposed to be going to. I keep seeing that being canceled. I've seen him having to step down medically because he is having, if you watch the footage on 9/11 at the commencement for the 9/11 people that fell in 9/11, he was having a serious stroke. Now, I have had that type of stroke before, and it really shocked me that whoever's shooting the video, the cameraman shooting the video that broadcasted that, and several people have checked to see if that was AI. No, it was not AI. That was live footage. It wasn't AI projected. Of course, I'm sure Trump's team will come out and tell you it was AI before too long. No, that was real time. You could actually, as they're counting through, you could just see his face slowly droop and droop and droop. He was aware something was going on because if you look at his motions, he's like a bit dazed, a bit confused, which when you have a stroke, that does happen. I've had one in my cerebral cortex on this side, and that's exactly, well, mine was like a bomb. It was a major stroke. I had an embolism. Mine, my head, it felt like my head explodes. I lost my vision in my right eye. It knocked me over, and I was out for about 4 hours before I woke up, and I was by myself. And I had the worst headache of my life that lasted about 3 months. But his was not that severe, but that drooping on the right side of his face that you saw is his cheekbone, his eye, his face, and then he's also falling asleep. That's more like he's sort of passing out because of the sudden shock to his system. But I noticed that nobody, even the cameraman, would have saw that. Nobody called him help. They just watched it happen, and nobody come up and like tried to, hey, Mr. President, we need you to exit stage left or anything, and tried to indiscriminately get him off out of view. Shocked the hell out of me because he was clearly having a stroke. A lot of people are discussing his dementia and his balance issues and stuff like that. Well, the strokes and the dementia are not uncommon to come together. And anytime you have a neurological disposition where it's hitting you cognitively, he could have had a series of mini strokes that's intensifying that cognitive decline, as well as dementia, intensifying his constant cognitive decline. And when you combine a lot of stress, and he's under a lot, he's got lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits, and then what's going on in the Oval Office? I don't think he's running the country. He is just signing documents of whatever the people working around him put in front of him. He's not making a lot of decisions. He's just getting up and doing the puppet show, the rhetoric, the speaking points, and it's not necessarily what he's signing. He's not even aware of what he's signing, I don't think. I don't even think he's read him. He always asks somebody to say, oh, what am I signing? What is it about? Give him a little information, Oh, yeah. And agrees and signs it and looks so proud. Scary. Scary to say the least. But I don't see him, dropping dead, standing at a podium and stroking out. If we're going to see him stumble and fall and constantly decline, I don't doubt that we don't see him have another stroke in public. But I think he's going to be forced into stepping down for medical reasons. I have always seen him since his first inauguration, have seen him in a medical facility when he dies of a stroke or heart attack or a combination of the two. I put that on Linda G's, it was before I opened my channel. She had that dream about him in a glass coffin in a shopping mall. That video, someplace in there, if you go into the what people had to say about it, I actually put the vision I had at the time of him being put into, I was thinking it was a mental hospital. It's some kind of a hospital facility. They've warded off a wing for him, like a short wing. He's in that wing by himself, and he has medical staff that are Secret Service, his security teams that are his team only. He's not using the whatever medical facility unless they're needed, that are doing his day-to-day care, and he's being monitored. But I've always seen him. He gets up, he takes a few steps, like he's going to walk over and pick up the phone, which is just an internal phone. It's not he can get on and call anybody in the world to ask for help, and he collapses. He doesn't quite make it to the phone, and they find him on the floor, crossed. But I don't see him in office at that point in time. I've never seen him in office. I always felt like it was going to be about 3 years after he left office. I didn't ever see him taking a second term, believe it or not. So that, well, one thing, I completely, like all the other readers, saw Kamala Harris winning. And I still think it was stolen. I honestly do. I don't think 99.9% of the readers out here could have got that. All of us got it wrong. The likelihood of us, normally when we read, we have, about an 80% to 90%, depending on the reader, hit on being accurate. 99.9% of us being totally wrong, nah. You never convinced me that we all got the wrong information and put it out there. But it is what it is, and we will move forward from thing. I do see J.D. Vance stepping in for a very short period of time, probably not more than 2, maybe 3 months period. He will be going up on impeachment charges. What our government does from there, I'm sort of leaning towards Libby's reading of, I think it's going to be a military panel with probably some prior presidents, and even a couple of VPs coming in and working as a team until the next elections, just to get balance and control over some of the eyes, some of the reversals of the orders that have been signed in under the presidential's pen, reversed, and finding balance, also working as a team. Nobody's going to stand up as the one leader. I think it's going to be a panel that is going to be bipartisan, and they're going to work with our Congress and our Senate to insist on bipartisan negotiation agreements moving forward. I do not see the GOP backing J.D. Vance. I think he's going to actually quickly veer off the Project 2025 agenda, which we call Trumpism right now, and go rogue. And he's not going to get good support. So that's what I've been seeing on the politics stuff. So I'm putting it out there. I said it. Okay, going back to the reading. We want to walk away what's going on right now. That's where I started. Spirit's telling us that, we get the Four of Pentacles. We need to be frugal in these times. We're not jonesing. Is my little coin turn. We're not keeping up with the Joneses right now. We're taking care of our pantries, our inventories, the needs we have, without going crazy in the grocery stores and things like that. But just stocking up a little here and a little there, making sure we have a stock of what we need just in case something might happen. Be frugal the way we spend our money. We're not spending money. We're not buying big dollar ticket items. I bet most of you, if you've been probably picking up a little gift here for Christmas for the grandkids or your children here and there, and getting the best buys you can. I think this is probably going to be one of the economically lowest spending for Christmas we've seen in years and years and years. People just don't have the money to spend that way. We'll have nice Christmases without having, the chaos of overdoing it. We'll put more focus on the enjoyment of the holiday, the celebration of what the meaning of the holiday, getting together with family, dinners, enjoying the kids. Christmas is about the kids anyways, the way we celebrate here in the United States. And not so much the monetary, the grab for greed, so to speak. some of the best, I come from a pretty large family. Yes, I only have one sister, but my family as a whole, my mom comes from a family of 5. And other than my mom, everybody has anywhere from 3 to 4 children or 5 children each. Plus my aunt had 9 kids. So, and we were all close. We all grew up together. So that was our big group that always got together. We drew names for Christmas, and we set very low limits to kids. The kids drew the kids. We drew in age groups. And then all the adults, did stocking for the younger kids and stuff, and they grab things on. And we made a lot of gifts. And you know what? The ones that were the most important and kept longest are the ones that were made, not the ones that were purchased, because they have more meaning to them when somebody takes the time to make you something. So always keep that in mind. I love homemade gifts. I'm very crafty. So anyways, I see people having very frugal Christmases. It's more about the togetherness than the greed. Right in the center of the reading is we're all hoping for to get out of these rough waters that we're in right now and moving to calmer waters. We do have the World card. This is the circle of completion. I think we're heading towards that circle of completion of this cycle that we're in right now. And I think we're all ready for it, honestly. But, is Dean in the room? Hey, Dean, if you want to jump on, I know you're probably working on your thing. Are you just... I can't read my screen because it's too small. I'm listening, eating lunch. Well, where's mine, Dean? I just ate breakfast a little bit ago. Anyways, I got my cafe. He laughed. I heard him. And anyways, we're looking for the completion of this cycle of the presidency. I do see him stepping down. I think in the next 2 to 4 weeks at best. Don't hold me to that. Don't send me hate mail if he doesn't. But I don't think his health's going to hold on much longer. But we're riding the charity of our destiny right now. So, keep your eyes open. Keep your faith. Protect yourself when you're out and about. I just heard the thing about, they're wanting to get some civil unrest going. I don't know that America wants to do that, honestly. I think Trump wants to do it. He'd love to have a war, a civil war go on so he could divert elections and all kinds of things. I think he's losing his basis. There's always going to be a percentage that won't ever step away from him, but I think he's losing the majority of his base. How we're looking forward is, we're feeling a little bit left out in the cold, because I think this 5 of Pentacles card is reflective of how many programs are coming to an end. The medical coverage. I haven't even got information on the new Medicare system, but I'm really dreading the price increases of the insurance. In fact, I'm a little afraid of that, because the out-of-pocket expenses, and those of you that are on Medicare, disability, or any of the Social Security programs, know they made a big announcement. We may get, instead of 2.7, we may get 2.8% increase. Woohoo! Whole dollar more, which averages out to about $54 per person. If you get the average Social Security benefit, which is about $1,500-ish a month. So it's not a huge increase. But the cost of medical expenses, copays, and deductions are going to go up 11%. So they give it, then they take twice away, as they say. We've all been in that place in our insurance plans at work. We get our 5% raise, and then they up our health insurance, and there goes the raise. But yeah, we're taking a double hit. And I really think they need to rethink how they calculate the COLA. The COLA isn't actually based on the actual cost of living. It's based on the salary ranks of the average worker and the clerical workers' wages nationwide. Now, which seems weird to me because not everybody worked as a clerical worker or in an average wage blue-collar job. Many of us worked above that. Many people worked below that. If they base it on the cost of living of housing costs, utilities, fuel, the real things, the things that we have to live, instead of how much money people are spending at the mall, and how much, two major working groups have. I don't have the excess money to go shopping. I don't spend that much money at the mall. So I'm not contributing that side of the economics because I don't have it to spend. And I'm not encouraging anybody to spend money like that right now. In fact, that's why I say, just because we're not spending the money, we're not spending the money that way because the cost of living is so freaking high right now. The utility, I don't know about you guys, I think it's nationwide. The utility bills for both gas and electric have gone up 25%. That's a huge jump. Gas prices, I live in California and I live in Central California. My gas runs is at $4.09. My husband filled the tank up 2 days ago. $4.09 a gallon. You go down to Southern California, they're paying over $5 a gallon. You go up to Northern California, they're paying, $4.50. You go over to San Francisco, they're paying $5 something a gallon. So, and yes, California has some of the highest gas prices. And I know some of you that live in the Midwest or Texas are paying $3 a gallon. I know my daughter lives in New Jersey and her gas is almost $2 cheaper than it is here. I think last time I talked to her, she said she paid like $3.26 a gallon in New Jersey. I'm like, you'd think New Jersey would have really high gas prices. They don't. And I have oil refineries 30 minutes down the road from me. So why is my gas prices so high here? It makes no sense. Texas, oil refineries all over the place. Gas is cheap there compared to here. But this is that disparity we're feeling. It's because of all the social programs, because of the cost of food, the cost of groceries, so much unrest. But as we move forward, this Knight of Pentacle comes in to let us know that financially we're going to be okay. We're going to have a steady flow of income coming in. It may not be great riches, but it's going to come steady. It's going to follow us, and we are going to stay afloat and make ends meet. That's why I said stay as frugal as you can, because how you can grow money is not by spending every dime you have, unless that's what it's taking you to live. Center of the reading for this week is the moon card. And this moon is hidden secrets. I think there is going to be a lot of hidden secrets that are going to get revealed this week. These aren't our secrets. These are our nation's secrets to cover up. Things are coming out. They can't control the narratives anymore. And we're going to see more and more of that come out. Is it going to cause unrest? Yes. Is there going to be a certain percentage of society that doesn't want to believe? Yes. But there's also going to be a certain percentage of Americans, a higher percentage, understanding that, the truth is coming out and they can't stop it. It's a reality. The Page of Pentacles is coming forward, and this is just letting us know that, yes, financially, we're going to be okay. And I don't know, this is a 4. We have a financial foundation that we're, I always see the number 4 by the way she's standing. It's letting us know that frugalness, we will be financially okay, but to be frugal with your money as you go. But if you plant your seeds carefully, put money back, create your own security system, your own fallback system, you'll reap what you sow. Also, grow a garden. If you have the ability to grow a garden, even if it's just a few plants in your flower bed, vegetables make good bedding plants. Any place where you can save money, grow some squash. Winter's coming up. It's a great time to plant squash right now, your winter squashes. They're rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, especially like your pumpkin squashes, your, things like that. And they're a good winter crop. You can grow some carrots. You can grow, there's a lot of things that grow in a late a late planting season that can grow well through the winter months and sustain. And if you live in a colder region, cover them in plastic. Just heavy clear plastic. Make a little greenhouse for them to keep them warm and keep them from getting frostbite. And you'll be surprised at how easy you can grow things. I'm sorry, my eyes itching here. So that's what I've got for the collective. And standing on my soapbox. And I guess throwing some political insight that I don't always share with everybody. I get a lot of political hits. I just usually share them with my people that I psychics that I work and I coach with, and I've been working with for years. And it's usually table topics that we talk about. And I do love reading on politics. I mean, I've been trying to sort of stay out of the middle. There's so many people that read politics. But I may do a program here or there and record them, throw them up. And I've been thinking about it. Okay. Let's see. Going to my live chat, I just want to go through and make sure I have everybody, because when I'm reading, I'm channeling, and I don't always see anything. I'm going to add Dean to the list, and he's listening in the background, but I'll throw for you, Dean. And this isn't too bad of a room. Okay, I can't read my screen. Sorry, let me turn my overhead light on. I know it looks light in my room because I've got a window here. Let me turn my overhead light so it lights my room up. I don't know why I'm having difficulty seeing today. Enlarge my screen a little bit. Okay, that makes it better. Okay, on my list this morning, I have Tammy, Vivian, Tony, Scorpio Mama, Marby, Dean, and somehow I got Dean on here twice. No, I didn't. So if I missed somebody, please let me know. Guess I've got 6 in the room. And I'm going to drop down 5 cards unless we get a lot of additional people in the room. Because I can. Okay. Yeah. Okay. A little coffee here. I always pull my postcards after I do my reading, because I don't want the postcard to influence the reading. They always go so hand in hand. But I don't want to read the postcard and then that's how I throw the reading, because it could influence me. Come on, go down the list. I got a touch screen here. First on our list today is Tammy Bambi. So let's do a 5-card reading. I'm switching to the oneness deck because I love this deck. It always has great positive energy in these cards. I'm going to pop on the live side, the stream side, so I can see when people come into the room. Okay. I talked to Tammy this morning. She's in a wonderful mood, having a great day, beautiful energy. The underlying card of your reading, Tammy, is the masculine of the lovers. This is her current relationship. You're getting recognition, I think, from your lover. Yeah, I do think things are going good for you. You have options and opportunities coming your way, decisions to make. Just follow your heart with any decisions you make on which direction you're going. You are being guided right now by the Hermit, and he is lighting your path, and you are in a mode of ascension. In this, you have that stairway of heaven, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That is not a death card, light at the end of the tunnel. And you get the inspiration of Pentacles. This is your ability to, your frugalness, your ability to be creative, your idealism of how to earn money, make money. And it is also combined with your spirituality. The inspiration cards are the Queen cards. That is that Queen of Pentacles. So you're using your knowledge, your energy, your faithfulness, and your intuition as you're moving forward, which I know you do, because I know you have abilities and you have spirit all around you. You drive your own chariot right now as you come into this reading. You make the decisions. You decide what direction you're going, and you're doing a great job doing it. Just keep up that good work. You are on your life path because you've got the World card here. And it is that card of ascension with the butterflies, that transformation and ascension. So you are on your right path. I don't think this is your beginning. I think this isn't your ending. This is you're in that beginning cycle, that new relationships, that change, that ascension with your faith, with your relationships with other people, and just moving in a beautiful, beautiful way. You have a good foundation, and you stand in your truth, your honesty with this Four of Swords. That is the foundation that you're setting yourself on, is that foundation of your truth, your power, your strength, everything you've gone through. And you've got your angels around you. They're leaving you feathers, telling you that we're here supporting you at all times. So I love this card. You're working hard in this. You get the Eight of Pentacles. This is hard work. This is developing, working hard around your home and your relationships with others, with the church, with everything that you do, and the time you contribute to other people, helping people around you in need, taking care of animals, and all that. You're working very diligently, is that you're working and walking in your truth. And I love that. And it brings you that financial security, of course. And then you have that Four of Cups, offers coming your way. Remember, the Four of Cups is usually a symbol of from the heaven. They're giving you a fourth option. Consider all options when you're making decisions. Don't disregard one because it came in a little later than others that seem more appealing. Look at all the options, weigh their value, weigh your decision based on your heart. And don't take for granted that the last option coming in may not be the best. It may be the best opportunity with a little bit less glitz attached to it. So, be open to any changes and any offers that are coming your way, and don't make rash decisions when you're making them. So I love these cards, Tammy. You're moving in a beautiful direction. So blessings to you. And next up on our list, and I got to switch back to my other screen here. What'd you say? Your bird just gave you a white feather. That's funny. I don't get feathers, and I have birds all around me. I had a blue jay this morning, was squawking away, and it was a younger blue jay. Just nice to see my birds are coming back, and in my poor sad little tree too. Next up is Viviana. Thank you for all your moderations and your postings, Viviana. I really do appreciate it. I hope this finds you well. And Viviana, I know you moderate for me and a lot of other people. I'm also doing a Saturday show now at 2 o'clock, just to let you know. I'm not sure if you've been, I know you get really busy because you don't have a life. But I know you're out there working with a lot of different readers. But just let you know that I'm also doing the Saturday show now. I've expanded out. And I'm doing the Sunday show as a pickup show normally behind Brenda, so if she doesn't get through all of her readings and stuff, it allows people to get read from Sunday if they want to come over and join me. I'm usually in Brenda's audience when they're reading. And she didn't tell me before my show that she wasn't reading today, because I'm pitching to go sign up with and check out Brenda. And after the show, she texts me, "Oh, we're not doing a show this Sunday because Ann and I both have things we've got to take care of them." Oh, well, had I known that. So, anyways, I love Brenda to death. She's a very close friend of mine. Okay. Wow, 2 spiritual cards in a row. You have some amazing cards, Viviana. Well, the underlying card of the reading, death and rebirth. This is the end of a cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. I keep on getting this a lot. You're having a lot of beginning and endings, but nothing's wrong with that. It's followed by the 10 of Cups. That's abundance, happy family. Things coming into alignment with your chakra colors all on a line. So I love this. It's a great way to start that new beginning, right? You have the 4 of Cups, offers coming your way. Like I just said to Tammy, this is usually represented by from the heavens comes the fourth cup, that 4th offer. Take all offers under consideration before making a decision. Follow your heart's desire. There isn't a bad offer for you. You're in the beginning of a new cycle, so whatever this pertains to, family, friendship, work, whatever, all offers are going to be good. They're going to bring you prosperity and success. And right now, okay, you got spiritual card number 3 in this reading. The higher self. Follow your intuition. Follow your your higher self is your subconscious level, not your brain, not your working brain that's always contemplating everything. Listen to your higher self. That's what you connect to in your dreams. That's what you connect to in your meditations. That's your guide speaking to you and giving you information. And I know you're very intuitive. So as you're working through options and decisions, listen to your higher self, that intuition, that gut feeling, that knowing that you have that comes to you, because it's going to lead you in the right direction. We come into this reading with the Spirit of Wands. This is that spirit, that messenger, or the spirit cards in this deck are messengers. And the Spirit of Wands is telling you, use your creativity, use that fire energy. It's time to take action as you're moving forward this week. You've got opportunities coming your way, and it's time to take action. Don't do anything rashly. Don't think everything through. Follow your intuition. But I'm telling you, you are connected with your divine, with the God, and you are connected with your natural intuition, because the next 2 cards coming out in the center of the reading also, you get the oneness, that connection to the divine, to God, whatever you want to call your higher power, your guides. They're there leading you, and you are very connected. You have awakened. You have risen. You're in an ascending mode at this point in time in your life, and you're only going up spiritually. So follow that intuition. Know that is leading your path. I love this. Now, the next two cards, I mean, amazing, amazing cards coming out for you. I'm just going to pull them both up. You have got that Ascension card, of course, the World. And in this deck, it's the butterflies going from simple as two butterflies in that transition, that upward mobility. That anytime you see anything rising, walking up a stairway, butterflies flying up in the sky, that's your ascension. That's your moving forward in this world. And it's followed by the best card in the deck, the sun, shining on you. So right now, you're going to have a phenomenal week, a phenomenal period where everything is God's shining down on you. Your guides are shining down on you. You're being led into extremely positive way. You're walking the right path, and just keep up the great work. They're cheering you on from the other side, and my guides are laughing. They're going, of course we're cheering you on. So they're cheering you on. I love these cards. I mean, what a fully cool reading. I'm going to have more positive, more sunshine reading out there. Love the cards you got, Viviana. So this, I forgot to pull postcards for Tammy. So I'm going to pull one for you, and then I'll pull one for Tammy. I forget it's Sunday. They're sitting right in front of me. And as I picked up my deck, I just saw them. Let me give this deck a couple shuffles. I can't wait to see what's going to come out of that box for you, Viviana. Okay. This is usually what I do. One pops up. And the theme of the cards is you are magic. And I love this. Okay. Dear you, what is true for you, you can be impeccable with your words. You sure can. Along with it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set you into motion for a kind of change that will be supportive for you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not the time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power of co-creation, manifest your best life. It doesn't that feel amazing? And the results, miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Loving you always. So that was for you, Viviana. That's a neat card. And for Tammy, it says, you are beauty, Tammy. Dearest you, the common saying, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, referring to the need to engage with life while not being attached to a specific outcome. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as they present, as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So you will wear the world loosely, or will it be a straitjacket for you? It's your choice. whichever happens, you have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to the manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has plans, loving you always and forever. I like that. That's interesting. That fits a conversation we had earlier today, too. It's funny. Yes, I know. Tammy is living that energy of just allowing things to unfold and present themselves. So she has come through so much. So blessings to you, Tammy. Next up is Tony. I hope you're having a great weekend. Oops. I deleted you instead of posted you. Hold on. There you are. Okay. Tony. Thank you for the email and the update. I loved it. Tony sends me updates on things I read for her, either online or privately, letting me know how things are unfolding. And I love that. It's amazing. That feedback's always very welcomed. I have a jumper here, Tony. The 8 of Wands. Things are happening quickly. So boom, boom, boom. There goes your proposal, right? Things are in the move. Action has been taken. You've taken action. It's going to happen quickly. Spirit's got your back, too. Oh, you're worried, though. Don't be worried. You got a little worried with that 5 of Cups coming in. I'll let that stuff go. Quit worrying right in the center of the reading. You got more worried. Don't create obstacles for yourself. Okay. That's good. The underlying card, the embodiment of swords. That is the King of Swords. I think that's you right now. You have taken that warrior position. You are standing up for what you believe in, your truth. Change. You're making change for yourself. And you have put yourself out there and brought it forward. And now you're waiting for an outcome. That's what you're worried about. Don't worry. Things are going to work out great. I can see that. Because that's followed by the goose laid your golden egg. So I see prosperity, abundance coming your way. I think your proposal is taken fully seriously, and it's going to bring you results. But you're going to worry about it until it comes forward. What you're proposing and is, I get that 6 of Pentacles. This is your ability to use charity to also receive charity. You've asked others for help and assistance on getting your goals met. And now you're putting it out there. This is a form of charity, this proposal. You're trying to look at redesigning something and making one an advancement for your career, but also streamlining the process of getting things done in your workplace. So you will get recognition for that. And it is followed by that 10 of Pentacles. I'm seeing a raise coming your way out of this. It may not be right at the top, but you will be recognized in this process. Right now, you're worried about it because it takes time for it to go through that process. And this is making you a little bit nervous. And I know you made a bold move for you, which I'm so proud of you for doing that because, yes, standing up and addressing what you're proposing, making management aware of that can be very difficult, but you did it and you put it out there, you put yourself out there, and now you're gambling. Don't worry about it. They didn't look down on you. That's great. You have manifested this idea with the Seven of Cups. You put it out there in the universe. Keep that going out to the universe. Keep asking for that. It will come to you. Spirit is watching you. They've helped guide you through and down this path. They've given you all the tools to get this done, and they're looking over you. Yes, you're going to still have a few sleepless nights with this Nine of Swords. There you are, bad dreams, restless nights. Don't worry about it. It's all going to come to fruition because you got the World card. You're transitioning, and this is your success coming right here. That ascension, you are on your life path. You're completing this next cycle. This is what you're doing to lead up to your final time in service before you take retirement. And your ideas are good. Your proposal's good. It's going to take a bit of time to get through the process and paperwork, but it will come forward for you. And what's going to happen? The final card, your cup runneth over with the Ace of Cups. So know that this is a good thing. You've set the wheels in motion now. It's just going to take a little time. And I'll bet if I threw a card or two on top, I'd probably find temperance. No, first of all, I find the Ten of Pentacles, financial success, balance, which is what you're trying to do, is balance that job, balance that career. You are the Empress. You've opened new opportunities. You're giving birth to two new opportunities. I'm surprised I didn't get the Temperance card. Now I got the King of Wands and Justice. More balance, more fire energy. That's that strength, that creativity. You're getting recognized for that. It is going to bring you balance, financial security. So quit worrying about it. Don't lose sleep over it. It will come to light. You put it out there. Allow it to run through the process. It will happen. So blessings to you, Tony. And of course, I expect the email as soon as you hear something. I'm so excited for you. Told you you're fire, fire, fire. Oh, I threw all those underlying cards came out of my other deck. Guess they wanted to be read. I'm curious if the Temperance was on the top. The leap of faith. Moving obstacles. No. I guess Temperance is solely held for me. I'm always in such a busybody rush to get things done and wanting to plow through things, and I need to be temperate and take care of myself. I think this is the one that's standing up the highest. It says, you are loved. Maybe you're supposed to have two. And magic. Okay, I'm going to read both of them for you because they came out together. Okay, the first one says, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love, animated life, and birth into existence. Love is without condition, and it's based on the reverence and the fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives with the focus on it and wants you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as others separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love and give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. I love that. I like that. The other card is you are magic. And I need to take a drink of water or coffee. I don't actually have a glass of water in here. There is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes the situation comes up that challenges you to be authentic. And that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now, it's not time to conform to others people's standards or experiences. Be proud of who you are and courageous, and stand and in your tell tell in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and only leads you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you I'm gonna lose my place right in the middle card. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants, and know what your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them prominence place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. Get the message there, Tony. I'm going to take a picture of this one and send it to you because I think this is what you just did. You put out there what you want. I'm going to hold that. I will send you a copy of that card. Love it, love it. You go, girl. I don't know why it's doing that. There it goes. I'm sorry that a weird thing popped up on my screen. Next up is Scorpio Mama. The underlying card of your reading is the World. This is that transition. This is that new beginning. You're rising. You're ascending. You have a lot of change coming on in your life. You've been having a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of restless nights, obstacles in your way, and we will discuss that in a minute. You get the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords also can be an obstacle card, but realize that you've come off this. And I know this card is hard to see because of the lighting, but this is a pier that is in disarray. The barrels are falling apart. The pier is buckled, but your ship is already sailed out into the sunrise. So you are moving towards those calmer waters, seeking those opportunities of what you want. You just feel like there's maybe some obstacles, But be aware, you've taken action now. You get the action of wands. This is the Knight of Wands. You're taking charge. You're taking action. You're making change occur for yourself. So as long as you're moving forward and taking action, you're going to be creative. It's that fire energy. Don't sit around and wait for things to come to you. You're going to have to bring them to yourself. So take steps to move forward, and you're going to get through this period of time. You've got a lot going on right here. I'm walking into this reading is with that 5 of Swords, and you feel like you're out there in a barren desert somehow. The lake's dried up, the earth's dried up in there, but you've got this cup, a symbol of abundance. This is the symbol of survival. The swords, of course, is that warrior energy. That's that fighter energy. That's that your truth, standing in your truth, standing in your own power. And it gives you this trophy. You will get through this period of time. You just have to take charge of what's going on. You do have some heartbreak, and it's funny because the center of the reading, I'm going to go right to the center. The center of the reading is you getting in touch with your higher self, listening to your guides, taking that guidance, and this will allow you to get through this period of time. Right in the center of the reading, this is your faith, your strength, your connection with your guides, with your divine, your beliefs, and your intuition, following your heart and taking care of yourself and living in that energy. Around that, I get heartbreak with the 3 of Swords. And on the other side of that, I get the Devil. This is somebody in your life. My guys are saying there's somebody in your life that's suppressing you or drawing on your energy. You're helping them out too much. They're burdening you and taking from you without, they're just expecting you to always be there. This is causing you heartbreak. This could be a relative, a son, a brother, a family member, somebody that's tapping in your energy, and you're doing too much for them. It's time to let them go and to not take responsibility for what it is they're suppressing you from. This is people suppressing you and bringing you down, causing you heartache, causing you distress. It could be financial. It could be somebody that has an addiction problem, somebody that needs to seek some help for themselves outside of holding you responsible for their means. So be aware of that energy. Once you stand in your higher self and you make that decision that you have done enough for them, that you're not going to enable those people or allow those people to bring you down. It's not your job to mend other people at this point in time. Sometimes you cannot help somebody that is not helping themselves. Point them in the direction to seek help elsewhere, and that will set you free. And I know it's hard to do that, but the word no is a complete sentence. So as they're trying to tap you, tap your resources, tap everything from you, no is a complete sentence. You need to seek help elsewhere. Look up a few resources, whatever. But whoever this is in your life that's doing all that tapping, realize it's time that they take some responsibility for their own maintenance, care, needs, etc. You can't always be the one that's bailing them out, rescuing them, etc. When you do this, everything will start moving swiftly. They will get back on their own feet. And this allows you to move forward in life where you need to be. This allows you to drive your own chariot, to go in your own direction, to make your own decisions, to free you up to do the things that you need to do for you to move forward and have a better life. This puts you in the position of that high priestess. That's your connection to your faith, your divinity, your strength. The high priestess is that that really great connection to your spirituality and what is important to you in life, using your intuition and your faith to move forward. This isn't going to lead you to a tower moment. This is going to keep you from having this tower moment. As long as you're enabling people that bring you heartache and burdens, you are going to have that tower moment. By standing in your guidance, in your divine guidance, listening to your guides, making the decisions you want to make instead of letting other people put their burdens on you, you'll avoid this tower moment. You have a great foundation. You already did everything you could. You can only be so charitable to somebody. If you overextend your charity, you're enabling somebody from not taking care of their own business, taking care of their own needs. By doing this, you get the Spirit of Wands. This is you standing in your truth, standing as the warrior is saying, I cannot fight your battles for you. I need to fight them. And this is what the messenger is telling you. Stand in your truth of what you need to do. It is not your job to rescue everybody and to financially support them or support habits that they have that aren't good, whatever the circumstances, whatever that means to you, is you need to stand up for yourself. You cannot take care of everybody else. If you're taking care of everybody else, then you cannot take care of yourself, because you're burdening yourself and you're taking on their problems that aren't yours to take. What this does is it allows you to be the higher feminine you. This is the Lover's card. This isn't a relationship card, though. This is a relationship with yourself. It's standing in and protecting your heart, your energy, your connection with your own spirit, and allowing you to move forward. So I hope this makes sense to you. And, come back in. Let me do another reading and see where this is going from there. But it is time that you step forward, protect yourself, think of your higher self, what's good for you, not trying to pick up the pieces for other people that aren't working for themselves, and moving forward with that. By driving your own chariot, you're going to achieve success, and it'll force them to take personal responsibility for their own means. So blessings to you. Let us know. Come back and join us again. Do some more readings, see where this is going, and know that this is going to work out. It's hard to say no to people that you keep trying to help, but are you helping or are you being manipulated? And helping people through manipulation isn't really helping. They're just taking advantage of your resources. So know that no is a full and complete sentence. Hard to do, especially if it's a child, but direct them in the right direction to seek help where they need it, and that'll allow them to grow and move forward and learn their lessons the way they need to learn them. You can't live vicariously fixing other people. Until they hit bottom, they can't rise up. I know. And if it's a child, not a spouse or a relative that's doing this to you, I know it makes it even more difficult, because we only want to take care of our children, but sometimes enabling them hurts them more than it helps them. So let me pull the postcard from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit has to say. The card is, you are loved. It says, dearest you, we are sending you a wave of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it's taken you to reach out and come. Okay, I lost my place. We know how long it has taken you to reach some of your goals, and you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibration of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality, but know that happy rewards are on their way, and even now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But the more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moment, the gentle breeze, and the soft kisses, and the quiet commitments. Your happiness moment will be on the journey itself and not arriving at any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel us? So it's a good message. I like it. See what I mean about the cards correlating with the readings many times. Okay, next up, Marby. Looks like after that we've got Dean, and Dean will be our final reading. We miss you over here, Dean. Dean is the for Scorpio, and he is my co-reader, my partner in crime usually. And he's a school teacher, and he is doing he's listening in the background and drinking coffee and working on his lesson plans. And I'm sending him comedic jokes and stuff like that to keep him distracted off his task. Right, Dean? I'm going to do dishes after I get off, and then I'm going to make I'm going to throw in a picnic roast, which is a pork roast, like a 2.5 pound pork roast that I make with a whole jar of, you guys will love this recipe. If you have an Instant Pot and you like pork and you like pulled pork sandwiches, try this. It's a picnic roast, 2.5, 3 pounds. Throw it in your Instant Pot with kosher salt, pepper. Use a whole jar, just I think it's a 32-ounce jar. Not the big jar, but the regular size jar of banana peppers, the salad ones, not the hot and spicy, unless you like really hot and spicy. But I like the regular ones, the ones you eat with salads. Throw the whole jar, juice and all, on top of it with about a tablespoon of cumin, about a tablespoon of chili powder, and a chopped up onion. I use the big Vandalia onions or the Walla Walla onions. The Vandalias are available in my area. I live in California. I used to live in Washington, where we got the Walla Walla onions. They're the sweet onions anyways, or a red onion, or any kind of onion of your choice, but you want a great big one. And if you have the smaller medium onions, use 2. Throw them in there, set it on. I think it's like, I think I cook it for like hour and 25 minutes or so. I pressurize it, let my Instant Pot do the work, set it and forget it. And then when it's done, just take your double, your forks and shred it. Don't drain it off. If you don't like banana peppers, they change flavor when they cook with the meat. Phenomenal. I mean, this is one I serve when we have workers over, I served it to our crews. I usually throw it on buns and rolls, just hoagie rolls with, if you want barbecue pulled pork, and you hit some barbecue sauce on it, some fresh onions, tomatoes, lettuce, whatever you want on it. Build your own sandwich from cheese, whatever. I usually do a pot. I usually have chili made too, and I'll serve it with chili. But it's phenomenal. And that 2.5 pound roast will make enough to feed a big crowd and with leftovers. But then what I'm going to do with it, because it's just my husband and I like to prep meals ahead so I don't have to cook every single day. So I have a recipe, and I should throw some of these up, on this great bread recipe that you make sandwiches and you stuff it in there. And if I think about it, when I run across it, I will try to post it on. I don't know how to post things from one site to another, but I'll try posting that onto my my post screen if I can figure it out. I'm sure Dean can walk me through it. But you make the bread, and then you roll it out, and you put your stuffing in, you wrap it up, tuck it up, and you make hand sandwiches. And you bake them in the oven for, I think it's 15-20 minutes. I usually throw chunks of cheese and all that stuff in it. I'll do some barbecue, but I'm going to make probably, I think that recipe makes like a 10 or 12 sandwiches. I'll wrap them up in foil, and then I have a regular oven, but I have a convection oven too, one of those microwave size convection. I don't actually own a microwave. If you have a microwave, you can microwave them for a couple of minutes. But I will throw them in the convection oven from frozen, from the freezer, wrapped in that heavy foil, and just pop them in there for 10 to 12 minutes. And they will taste like they were fresh baked. And I don't have to cook. My husband can serve himself. He'll even warm them up for me. This goes over. Those that follow me for a long time, make your own damn sandwich. Yeah, he can make his own sandwich. My husband used to come and ask me to make him a sandwich. I'm like, oh, come on. I am not going to get up and make you a sandwich. Make your own damn sandwich. I do all the cooking. He can make his own sandwich. So anyways, I love making them because they're quick and easy. You can stuff them with any kind of meat you want. So it's a phenomenal, easy, what it reminds me of. I do chicken in them a lot. I'll make chicken sandwiches. Those of you that have Costco memberships, you can buy those chicken sandwiches at the deli. We used to get the hot dogs, but they have the chicken sandwiches there too. It's like that, chicken with cheese melted in the center on a golden baked bread. Yum. And that's what it is. And it's just stuffed with whatever kind of meat. It's like making empanada sandwiches, which is a stuffed sandwich. It's I'll look it up. I don't know how to explain it. I live in California. We have a lot of Spanish people, but empanadas are also done in Turkey and all over the world. They're just hand sandwiches, and it's great, convenient foods. You can make a bunch. It's not that time consuming. The bread recipe is really simple. It rises on its own. You roll it out. I bake a lot of bread anyway. So and I have a stand mixer with a bread dough hook. So if you have a stand mixer and a bread hook, now you have to knead them a little yourself. 5 minutes, that's it. You knead it. You break it up, and I think it's 8. Pretty sure it makes 8 sandwiches or 10. I don't know. I split it up however it works. And you can make mini size anyways. So, but that's what I do. And that's, I make 10. I give them one that's fresh, hot, whatever. Stick a couple in the fridge for later on. And then I put the rest in the freezer. And as I'm cooking, I try to make more of things when I'm baking them. I usually try to do like the meats and then break the meats down and make different meals out of them, just so that I have a variety. So I can take, a whole chicken, cook it, or buy a rotisserie chicken and break it down and make different kinds of, I can make a casserole out. I can make sandwiches out of, do this, that, the other. Just makes my life easier. So I don't have to cook every single day because there's just 2 of us, and I don't want to stand in the kitchen for 30 minutes to an hour chopping and prepping and all that when I can do it 2 or 3 days a week. And as I do that, I usually end up with 5 or 6 meals out of anything that would have served a family of 4 to 6 people. And it gives me a lot of variety because they build up over time. And when I put them in the freezer, I make sure they're mixed up so that if you just go in and grab one and you're really not looking at what you're grabbing, getting something different on each stack. Of course, the sandwiches I'll put in the door. I have an upper rack in my freezer that has a basket that I'll throw the convenient foods like that in. But that's what I want to get done today. And it's really not any big deal because you throw it all in the crock pot and the crock pot cooks everything. And after I put that on, half hour later or so, I'll go throw the dough in and let it rise for an hour before I roll it out. And the meat's ready to stuff it. And I've got a couple bags of cheese. I've got some Swiss. I've got some mozzarella. I've got some cheddar. So I'll mix up whatever cheeses and stuff I fill them in. I'll do some just barbecue. I'll slice up some fresh onions for some of them. Throw them in. Some of the heat up. They'll just have more onion in them. Whatever. It's quick and easy. Okay, Barbie. It's like you're doing some reading this week, Barbie, but you're going to come out of it. All good. Okay. Synchronicity is the underlying card of this. Know that things happen for a reason, but they fall into place as they need to. You've got your higher self and your angel here with you, bringing that synchronicity, making things come into balance and falling into place. Put your wishes and your dreams out there into the universe. This is the 7 of Cups. Your cups are full. Fill those cups of what you want to accomplish, what goals you have, and they will fall into place. Allow them time, though. Everything's not instant, as we all wish it was. You get the inspiration of Cups. This is that nurture. This is the Queen of Cups. This is you. You're that nurture. You're always trying to take care of everybody and nurture everybody and be in charge and always being there for people. That's also your creativity, your spirituality, anything that cups, water. That's always abundance. You're always bringing abundance to others, taking care of others. It's that emotional energy that you put out there, that Pisces energy, so to speak. You have the 4 cups. Options are coming your way, and you will be making the decisions. Consider all decisions, even the last one that shows up may be the best option. You never know. Weigh all options. Follow your heart before you make a rash and sudden decision. You are going to be making this with your higher self, your higher consciousness, with assistance from your guides. You do have obstacles in your way right now with this 10 of Wands, but the plus side of this obstacle card is you don't let the obstacle get in your way. You're going to find a resolution to moving the obstacles out of your way so that you can move along your path and move forward in life. This is you rising above with that 7 of Wands. You're rising into the light and you're taking control of this. This is usually depicted on the man that's standing above the crowd. They're trying to get at him, but he's risen above and defending himself. That's you. You're rising above into that light, into that energy, taking control of things. Although at times right in the center of the reading, you're with the 5 of Pentacles, you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold. You know, there you are in your holy socks, standing out there. This is always depicted in the right deck as they're standing out of a church, but they're not entering the church asking for help. You're not out in the cold. You know, you've got this. Let go of this worry and move forward. It's going to, you can't dwell on what feeling like you're left out of the cold. You're not. You have your guides, you have God, you have your beliefs, and you have your strength holding you up and allowing you to move forward. Yes, there is some heartache coming out, some disappointment. So something is on your mind, something's going on. And I feel like this is family, not so much work, but family, something around you that's feeling a little bit heartache, a little bit of a struggle. And that's why you're feeling a little bit left out. You're always there being the caretaker for everybody, but I don't think everybody's helping you out on the receiving end. But you're going to get through this because you are the emperor. You are fully connected to your spirituality, your belief. You have faith in goodness and you are strong. You will get through this period of time. Realize that you can't fix everybody's problem. And yes, you have to draw that line in the sand and say, hey, this is what I expect of you. You have to pitch in. coming into next week, and I had to put the second roll in how you're moving through this energy of feeling conflicted, blocked, is you get the 10 of Cups. That's that prosperity, that happy family. By standing up in your energy and drawing your line in the sand and telling people what you expect of them, and not always being the one that's doing everything for everybody else, doing all the nurturing, you will get this happiness, this balance in your life, this happy family. What's not serving you, you need to sever the ties with. So if somebody's there, mooching, leeching, tapping, and not willing to help out, and they're not serving a good purpose, sever your ties with that person. It's time to let them go and let them be on their own. So this may be an adult child or a brother or a family member that's always tapping into your energy. It may be time to sever the ties with that person and not feel responsible and take on the responsibility of meeting their needs. You are the magician, though. You can manifest anything you want. So put out there in the universe, ask for help and guidance, and put out there what direction you want to go, and ask for that help to get the right answers, to meet that fruition of success in the direction you want to go. Your angels and guides are there to help you go, and they're here, they're to answer your prayers, and they're there to give you that guidance to do so. You get the inspiration of wands. This is that Queen of Wands. The inspiration cards are queens, of course, as aspiring queens. This is you using creativity, using your knowledge, using that fire energy to achieve what you want. This allows you, I love this card because in that smoke, there's butterflies. This allows you to ascend, to be in contact with your spirituality, to use your creativity, your knowledge to be successful. And of course, wands are action cards. It's that fire energy. By taking action, you take control of the situation. Don't take no for an answer from people that you're asking to contribute towards the betterment for all. No is a complete sentence, but no, I don't think so. It's also a complete sentence. So as people demand on you, you demand back. You need cooperation of others to move through this period of time. Because I feel like this is everybody's leaving it on you. You get to be the housekeeper, the bottle maker, the cook. Everybody's tapping you and nobody's helping out. That's the energy I'm feeling. I've been there. I've lived that life. So, no, you can't be the only one that's doing all the work. Everybody's got to pitch in. It's a family. It's not an indenturement on your part. So, expect everybody to pull their weight. Be creative about it. Make a drawer list if you have to. If these are adult children or teenagers, tell them, what do I have to treat you like a 5-year-old and give you a list of rules and take things away from you? We can do that. We can play that game. Okay, I hope you're laughing. Okay, the final card of this reading is that Spirit of Wands. Spirit of Wands. This is our messenger. Stay fast. Stay in that fire energy. Take charge. Take action. This is what that messenger is telling you. Only you can make the changes right now. You don't have to hold all the burdens of responsibility. Even though you are that nurturer, things that will fall in place. Set the boundaries, set the lines. This will pull you out of this slump and move you to it in a much more positive way. And it's good for the family too. If everybody's part of the family, not just you. So, I love you all. Final reading of the day is with Dean. Let's see what's going on with you, Dean. I was curious what's going to show up in the cards. Because Dean and I work together all the time when we talk. As most people know, we talk just about every day. We read for each other all the time. I don't know, maybe this afternoon I'll get down and look under that credenza and check out those kittens. I'll take pictures for you, Dean. I'm curious what the kittens look like. So for Dean. Before I read Dean's card, I need to get a postcard for Marby. Okay. For Marby. You are not alone, Marby. Okay, interesting choice. It says, dear you. You get a double dear this time. Dear you. It might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go. Feel the way you want to feel and find peace and serenity. But you can. There's a lot of collaboration in this life. But first you need to let go, and this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught up in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment, empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsive way be lifted and peace will come. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits and something new will open up and you will see the opportunities for your fulfillment. The truth is whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so much. Okay. Okay, Dean. Let's see, which direction do I want to go here? Okay, I think I want to read from top to across. First card into the reading is that 8 of Cups, that severing ties, severing relationships that aren't serving you. I think you've done that already. But there may be more out there that you're just not aware of. But as you find relationships that aren't working with you, it's time to sever those ties. Cut that string, let them go, and don't let them burden you anymore. This is a moment where you're doing a lot of perspective with the 6 of Cups, memorabilia. You're looking back at your past and looking towards your present. Where have you been? Where have you come from? What have you accomplished? Where have you gone? I always think this is a great thing to do, is look at your past to see how you've developed, how far you've come, and it'll allow you to give yourself the credit that credit is due. Yes, you have success. You've achieved a lot. You've gone through a lot, and you've made it through all kinds of relationships and changes in life and growth in life. Know that you have the 4 of Swords. You have a great foundation, a strong foundation. You stand in your truth. You stand in your strength. And this is part of that achievement that you've come, is your ability to stand in your truth and your strength. And you're there with angels leaving you feathers all around, letting you know that you're there, you're protected, you're being guided. You know that. I get the Lovers card, and this one, I feel like, yes, you're going to meet somebody new coming forward. Is this the one? Don't know yet, but you will be meeting somebody new. A new relationship is walking towards you. We also get the Action of Cups. This is that knight. He's steady. He brings emotion. He brings balance. He's not a fast-moving knight. It sometimes is considered the false knight. Not reading this as a false knight. I'm reading this as that water sign, that abundance sign, that knight that's telling you, we're here for you emotionally. You have the ability to take charge, to fight the good fight, and to protect yourself emotionally. This also is like the cups are also abundance that you bring into your life. Abundance is a great thing. So your cup is full. As you move forward into your week, into this next period of time, you get the Spirit of Swords. That is that messenger of swords that is telling you, stand in your truth, stand in your strength, be that warrior, stand up for what you believe in, and stay fast in that. And that's, I think, some of that volunteer work you've been doing. Keep up the great work. See opportunities, join the group, do what you can. You are the magician. You have the ability to manifest and create what you need. I know an aid that you need to do a little manifesting over. But manifest and it will come to fruition. You are the magician. You are getting recognition for the hard work and consistency that you're doing. There they are with all their cameras taking pictures of you. Ooh, congratulations. You're laughing. I can hear you. That beautiful you. Smile for the camera. Because you're gorgeous. It's an inside joke, people. Well, people that know Dean jokes about that all the time. You get the Death card and rebirth. This is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of yet a new one. Wow. Time to get some change here. So you've ended the cycle that you've been in and you're ready to go in and move forward into that new cycle. Remember, you plant those seeds, you reap what you sow with the 7 of coins. So the 7 of pentacles. So plant those seeds in which direction you want to go next. Prosperity will be coming your way. Prosperity can be financial. It can be relationships. It can be the development of new things, new ideas. And it could be achievements in things going on at school. Remember to be present in the moment. This first time this card came up last week. On both days, quite a bit. But be present in your moments. Always be good to be present in the moments. Don't let the little things keep you up at night. I know you've been dealing with somebody at work that's frustrating you, but you'll get through that moment. Don't let it keep you awake at night. You're going to be moving forward. Balance is and justice is coming your way. So this is a battle that you are going to win, and you're going to get that balance back and that control back that you've been looking for. So I think that's a great thing. You get the embodiment of cups. This is that King of Cups. I think this is representing you being a water sign, my little Cancer. And this is that strength, that emotion that you put into your job, into your work, into your life, that nurturing that you do as a king, but you do it in full force, in full power, and you stand your ground while you're doing it. So keep up the great work. It's also you having the ability to bring prosperity and abundance into the life and the lives of others that you're working with, which is your goal. You have the sun shining on you. Of course, phenomenal card to have in relationship to work, career, your home life. So the sun is shining on you. You know you're working in your destiny right now. And your final card of this reading and the underlying cards of the deck is the Action of Pentacles, that Knight of Pentacles, knowing that you're going to have financial stability as you move through this period of time, and that, things are going to be good. Not going to be super wealthy, but you're not going to be broke either. You're going to make through this period of time financially okay and sound. And, this being your daughter's senior year, put a little bit of that financial comfort behind you. Never know what day she's going to come knocking on your door. Dad, I got this going on. I got that going on. I know you got past the senior pictures. You got that done earlier or through the summer. But, you know, the next incident is going to happen. She's got a this or that, some senior thing going on, that last minute notification. Or as I always check with her, she does just like my daughter did when she was in high school. She comes in chit-chatting with you. She says something important in the middle of a half-listened to conversation. And then the next day she's going, well, don't you remember, Dad, I told you. And you're going, I don't remember us having a discussion about that. It's because she threw something important in a frivolous conversation, as usual. My daughter was infamous for doing that. I had tuned out because she's talking about her friends, and I really didn't care that much. It's just in there agreeing. Oh, yeah, and I have this, that, and the other, and I need $100 for the trip in 2 weeks. Then I don't hear anything about it until 2 weeks comes up, and she's got her hand out. Learn that lesson the hard way. And, of course, my daughter talking 1,000 miles an hour. And your daughter doesn't talk 1,000 miles an hour. Anyway, let me pull a postcard from the spirit for you. So let me know when you meet this new person. Okay, we're getting two. The two came out. Okay, the first one is celebrate life. Dearest wonderful you, of course. Dearest gorgeous you. And he's laughing again. To help you manifest a life for the higher good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind. The magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds be positive intentions. Take to this wind. It makes sense. Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intentions take to the wind. Okay, now that made sense. Your desires count, and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within, it might be the spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways that you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply, and we are so supportive of you. That's a really cool card. I don't think I've ever read that one. And the next card is with love. It says, dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life. There's that nostalgia card. And you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right places, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any help, any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before the miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are bringing I don't know this word. Oh, okay, yeah, I do. Okay, we want you to know that miracles are being concocted. It's just spelled weird. It just looks weird for you, and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, and when they will show up, and that is what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what's best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. The world, that would be the mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. Sigh. That's funny. I love you, Dean. Missed working with you today. I will talk to you later in the evening. Give me a call when you get your lesson plan done and you have a minute to chat. I know you're busy today and you're laughing your bottom off because I could hear you laughing. Anyways, we all miss you. I'm sure you'll be back with us next week, probably Saturday. We'll talk later about that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I had fun. We will be back on Saturday at, I'd actually like to move it up to 1 o'clock if that's all right with everybody. So I think I like this 1 o'clock hour. Of course, I'm going to follow an hour after Brenda's show, Brenda and Ann's show on Sunday ends to bring it up. They usually run an hour to an hour and a half show. So I will be on 1:30, an hour after their show ends. 1:30, let's do 1:30 on Saturdays, 1:30 on Sundays. I think that's a great time. And then I will see everybody next week. Thank you for coming and joining us. And, hit the smash button, the like, and subscribe if you're a new viewer. Scorpio Mama, thank you for joining us today. I've been reading you. Please come back next week for more readings and joining us. We love new people in the room. And I will see everybody next week. Everybody stay in good health. Enjoy the beautiful summer. We're in a cooling spree right now. We're under 90. I'm in Central California. We've been running in the high, in the 108 to 110. This is the first week we've been under the hundreds. We dropped into the 90s, and now we're in the 80s. We're going to sneak back up to the 90s and then drop back down the 80s for another week. So pray for us for the cooler weather. So I hate the 100-degree weather. Anyways, I will see everybody next week. Everybody have a great week, and see you next week. Blessings to you all.